Hey everyone, Rob from Southgate Media Group here. Before we get started with this podcast, we have a quick message. If this is your first time checking out the show, we love that you found us and we really hope you enjoy it. What we have to say is for the subscribers. If you enjoy our shows, would you please donate to help keep these going? We don't want to have to put traditional ads on these shows, but this does cost money. So we really do rely heavily on donations. To make a donation to the show, please go to our website, www.southgatemediagroup.com. Go to the page for the show, and in the upper right-hand corner is a donate button. It takes you right to PayPal, and you can donate whatever amount you want. Thanks a lot for listening, everybody. And now, on with the show.
Welcome back to the Flashpoint podcast, a Southgate Media Group podcast dedicated to the hit CW show The Flash, starring Grant Gustin and some other people. I love him too, but I love him more, just so we're clear. I have to preface this podcast with that.
Well, don't forget Mr. Ortiz.
Like I said, I love everybody. I just love him a little bit more.
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, up for discussion today is episode 206. Enter Zoom. Zoom, 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 and a boom, boom. No. Let's see. Who wrote this episode? We had Gabrielle Stanton.
Wait a minute. You forgot to say who we were.
Oh, I'm so over it. But if you must know who we are, I'm Lilith, and the other half of Firestorm over there.
I'm Kelly.
Oh. I would hope they know by now.
Well, you never know. We do get new listeners, you know.
Well, just click the little description box. It tells you all the information you'll ever need to know about us. That's what show notes are for.
That's right. That's very true.
Anyway, up for discussion today is episode 206, Enter Zoom. It was written by Gabrielle Stanton and Brooke Eckemeyer. Woo, ladies! That explains a lot, actually. And it was directed by J.J. McCarroll. So about that synopsis.
All right.
It's a doozy.
As the team works to find a way to stop Zoom, Dr. Light escapes from her containment cell after Barry was hoping that she would help them stop Zoom. Instead, her Earth One counterpart, Linda Park, agrees to help the team by impersonating Dr. Light. Dr. Wells creates a speed-dampening serum, and the team stages a fight at one of the breaches in order to trick Zoom. You know, that was the worst staged fight I think I've ever seen. The attempt fails, I wonder why, as Zoom knew what they were attempting. Instead, he goes after Linda before fighting Barry. Zoom is much faster and easily bests Barry, showing his defeated unconscious body to the local news and the police station before ultimately returning to Star Labs. Zoom stabs Barry with his hand, but Cisco shoots him with the serum, which hurts Zoom, but still leaves him with enough speed. Later, Wells reveals that Zoom has his daughter Jessie, and he comes to Earth One to stop Zoom. Barry wakes from his injuries and discovers that he can no longer feel his legs.
That's gonna be my face. I need my legs.
Exactly. He looked like he'd had a little too much Botox.
Poor Barry, him and his comas. Is that gonna be a thing? Did he end up in like a little baby coma last season too, after the one he woke up from? He did. Oh my god. Yeah. Comatose Barry is gonna be a thing. It's kind of like shirtless Oliver, maybe.
Yes.
Anywho,
or struggle with.
No, that thing is dead and gone and buried, and it has
no
memorial service.
You know where it is?
Burning in hell?
It was probably one of the tribbles that ate the quadrotrachea.
You know what? I wouldn't doubt it. It was that bad. Anyway, Star Trek reference. Great way to kick off the podcast. Let's see, who did we have in the lineup? We had a wild Patrick Samoye, aka Captain David Singh. We had Melise Zhao, basically, kind of, sort of temporarily becoming a part of Team Flash before she got shipped off to Coast City. And Violet Bean makes her debut as Jessie Quick. And of course we had Chantel Van Santine as Patty Spivot. So those were the guest stars. Now let's just break this episode down. I'll start with the good stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'll let you lead though, Kelly, because you're the more plucky one between the two of us.
Oh, goodness. This episode, let's see, where to start. Let me pull up my notes that I made. Well, the whole Dr. Light thing, I just kind of scratched my head.
Okay, thank God it wasn't just me. Okay. Go on.
I'm like, really? This is your plan? It took you all of how many seconds to come up with this idea? It's not a very good one. Would you really put Linda in danger?
This is why we need Eobor Thawne in the Dr. Wells meat suit. I'm just saying.
The Dr. Wells meat suit, I love it. It's just wrong. I mean, you don't put a civilian as bait.
Well, you
just
also
don't do
shouldn't suspend people's rights by indefinite imprisonment, and you definitely shouldn't kill them, which kind of goes against the Flash. I'm noticing a theme, and I don't know if it's the writers doing this intentionally or them just being sloppy with the plot and the characterizations. I just can't figure it out because it keeps happening every single episode this season.
Yeah, it's weird.
But they were going to be on my bad side when an episode starts with them defacing the suit.
Yes.
It's like, what?
Yeah. Yes.
They lost me. At that particular second, I was like, nope.
Yeah, you don't mess with the suit. And you don't make doubles of anything for the suit. Because if that technology falls into the wrong hands.
Exactly. We've been there, done that, and we have Captain Cold now. And
yeah, that's right. Exactly.
And Golden Glider.
Yep. And how many others?
Oh, there'll be more. Just you wait. So yeah. Also, you should never start an episode with Zoom always wins. I'm like, this is the Flash. The Flash always wins.
Well, not always. That's one of the reasons I liked Barry to begin with. Because he was flawed and he didn't always win. But
when it counts, he does,
Zoom
though.
can't always win either. You know what I'm saying? Zoom can't always.
Oh, yeah. I don't know, man. The whole Linda thing was kind of cool, but I kept thinking, okay, well, they must be putting her on Team Flash because she's a very good reporter. They've made sure to tell us that. And she did date Barry. I think she can put it together faster than Iris.
You would think, yeah. Well, that jawline, hello.
Right?
Yeah. It's kind of...
we'll save that for Arrow.
I mean, but it's really kind of... I know. Same thing. But it's really kind of like, okay, you can't figure this out. Really. I mean, what does he do? Take a shower before he puts the suit on? I mean, cologne? I mean, anything? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me.
Okay,
how would you not know?
We won't dwell on it. But, I don't know, this whole episode just felt off from the way it started. I really don't like starting episodes, especially, in a show like this, in Mesray. So I was just like, ugh.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know. It's just a weird episode, and this is, the full-on Dr. Zoom episode. I'm like, but this is episode 6. Really?
Yeah.
Wait, when did we get the first Reverse Flash? The showdown. Was that episode 6 or was it 7?
Let me look. Where'd it go?
Because that might be a trend then, and that might just be their storytelling and the way they break a season.
Yeah.
But I don't like it.
The Flash. Okay, let me look at season 1.
No, it was for the mid-season. Was it the mid-season finale?
5, 6. The Flash is Born was episode 6. That was the red streak. Power outage was the next one with blackout.
Yeah, I think it was the mid-season finale.
Yeah, it was. The man in the yellow suit. Yeah, December 9th. But we're getting close. We're only a couple weeks off.
Yeah, we also that was a weird episode because it was after the crossover, and this is weird because I feel like we haven't really set up anything on the Flash for the crossover other than like
Right.
Hawkgirl.
Right.
So, but Arrow's been busy, so I'm just like I don't like. I'm just nervous, I guess. Like I keep trying to go, well, okay, and
Yeah.
I guess basically that's what it comes down to. Okay, that was cool, but
Yeah.
don't we
I
have
hear
a
that.
little certain something coming up?
You'd hope.
I don't know. This just feels really weird. Um, the team was often fractured. Uh, Joe's giving bad advice, and Patty's being needy. Like she was so awesome these last couple episodes, and she got all weird and needy.
Yes. It just seemed like people were off. They
Yeah,
were all acting uncharacteristic of themselves.
they were all doppelgangers.
Yeah, that could be it. Maybe they were all replaced by the Flash.
Pod people. Yeah.
Yeah, Doctor Who. Yeah,
I don't know.
the Flash.
This episode just, I mean, I don't know. It's like this whole thing is just kind of dissolving before my eyes with all these like little loose ends, and I don't know where they're going. And usually I know where they're going, and I love it. It's so hard
Maybe
for me.
maybe we'll get lucky and they'll tie them all up in a Christmas bow.
Well, my birthday bow, because my birthday is December 8th. So a birthday bow, I would appreciate it.
And Russ's is 2 days later.
Oh, we are going to get along so good.
Yeah, see?
Sagittarius are the best because we're archers. Anyway.
Well, see, that explains it.
Yeah,
How we
that
all just get along. That's it.
I don't know, man. When Zoom shows up, I was just like, or when he didn't show up, I was just like, what were you expecting?
Yeah.
And the whole Cisco and Dr. Wells of Earth 2 thing, like, I'm just so bummed out because I really was vibing the Eoborthon and the Dr. Wells meat suit and Cisco. Like, when they showed them watching that movie, I was just like, oh my God, I live for this, but you're going to pull my heart out from the front. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Like, everybody's just mad at this Dr. Wells, and I'm just like, please, for the love of goodness, give Tom Cavanaugh something to do besides look like a cheeky bastard. I love that look, but I want more. Something else.
Give him some meat. Give him some meat. Not just a meat suit. He does need a chicken leg or so, though. He looks kind of skinny.
They should really be giving him them big belly burgers then, huh?
That's it. Exactly.
I don't know.
Yeah, we do have those in this world, don't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cisco. Like, I don't know. I feel a certain way about Cisco too. Like, he like kind of basically violated his privacy. I know he's like suspicious and stuff, but basically we're the good guys and we believe in innocent until proven guilty, even though that's kind of not practical, but we're still the good guys. So I was just really like, oh.
Right. Really, we're gonna go there. Exactly. And now he's gonna. Okay, how do you deal with that morally? I mean, something's bothering Barry? Do you vibe on him? Do maybe they're gonna explore. He's gonna have to come up with his own kind of code of conduct kind of thing with it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Maybe they'll explore that, but don't just for the love of God, go around and check out everybody you think looks shady. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what it is? I feel like Joe brought up a really valid point about him not really technically, getting what he felt was his due deserts, And I really did feel like it because it felt like blind vengeance at that point. Like, okay, this is the threat. He's a really, really bad guy. And, he doesn't care who he hurts. So, maybe these ends will, the means will justify this end. And that's just not who Barry is.
You're exactly right. Barry's not that way at all.
And also, what's the point of a secret identity? If you tell everybody. If you tell everybody.
Exactly. It's kind of like the existence of the Arrow Cave.
Well, Star Labs has Star Labs has bad security.
They do. And they have the biggest of the 52 breaches.
Right.
I mean,
Dr. Light short circuits it.
But you know what I'm saying? Okay,
Yeah.
we know that Dr. Wells came through the breach. Wouldn't we? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't we know that, hey, we got to do something about this because people can walk right into our lab? You know what I'm saying?
And again, where was Jay?
Exactly. I mean, where did he go? Did he leave? Did he get an apartment and move to, Pod People City?
He moved to Coast City.
I don't get it. And okay, would we not at least post a guard at the breach in our own lab?
It's just a mess. Like I don't know.
I'm very confused.
Me too. I don't even know what else to talk about. Like, what is there to talk about?
This episode was just a mess. I don't think I've ever said that about a Flash episode. It kind of breaks my heart a little bit. You know what I mean? You there? Hello? Hello? Are you with me? Hello? I still can't hear you.
Okay, let's talk about who or what was the MVP of this episode for you.
This one was tough because everybody just felt forced, weird, not right. But for me, it would have to probably be Cisco because he saved Barry's butt. Well, that's true, but it's usually Barry saving everybody else's butt. So Cisco got to save the day, which was nice.
Although that speed dampening serum, I feel like it's gonna come back and bite us.
You got it.
Anyway, I think the MVP of the episode for me was Zoom, actually. I was worried that he was just going to be a retread of the Reverse Flash, and he was kind of boring when he was first introduced, but now I feel like there's stakes. I mean, this feels personal. He dragged Barry around the city
like a rag doll.
Embarrassed the hell out of him, okay?
Yes.
Literally. So yeah, I like that. It's like, what is he up to? What is his end game? It can't be more than he just wants to be the only speedster in any universe. This is like the beginning of some really interesting things.
Yes, and the whole black
after 6 episodes.
Flash kind of costume is kind of interesting too. Mm-hmm.
Oh, the CGI
and
is so
it
great.
almost reminds me of asphalt. The texture and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's got an interesting texture.
Yeah.
Yes.
Those suits and that texture.
Yeah.
Hashtag the original 1990s Flash. Anyway. Let's see what else. Yeah. So that was just like the MVP of what really made it work for me. But like my favorite character was actually Linda Park. I
Yes.
mean, it was stupid, but she wants to help, and I'm just here for the ladies not wanting to be a
Right.
damsel in distress.
But
and wanting to
her
be
her target
self-rescuing
practice kind of
princesses.
reminded me of Tony Stark. I gotta say it. Yeah, when he was building the, and he kept
Yeah, of
screwing up.
course.
Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah.
That
I wonder
she
if she
could,
too has an
you never
iron
know.
deficiency. Oh, we'll get to that on Queen Consolidated. How about you?
Oh, well, I said that was Cisco, but you're right. I liked Linda.
Nobody
I
else?
liked because she is trying. She was willing to put herself out there, even though she really probably shouldn't have, because she could in no way defend herself.
Exactly.
Oh goodness, trying to think. Not much.
Is Caitlin even in this episode?
Just I don't know.
What's going on
Gotta
with
wonder. Maybe she's, I don't know, in Philadelphia?
that?
Thank you.
Funny. Okay, so what was your favorite scene?
I had to laugh about the whole target practice thing. I thought it was funny. Her not be able to, it was just like, and then the whole fake fight that was just like, really? That is so awful. What do you think was gonna happen? You know? Exactly.
I've seen
Kids
fourth
with
graders
sticks
do that.
going
It was
pew
less.
pew.
Seriously. I think my favorite scene is Joe calling Barry out.
Yeah, that's
Because
true.
somebody has to. Um. Oh, favorite line. Or line, as the case may be.
I've got my notes for Arrow's lines, but not my notes for Flash. There was one that Cisco had, and I'm trying to remember what it was. It was a quick quip, but he has them every episode. But I can't think what it was now. Let me see if I can find it. Okay.
Mine is Linda. Obviously, I think I'm getting obsessed with Melise Jow, honestly. But no, it was where she talks to Iris. She says, "We're going to be superhero sidekicks. We should probably join CrossFit." And I'm like, "Yeah, because you two aren't in stunning shape."
Yeah, they are pretty amazing.
Rub it in my face.
It's like, really? Let's see here. Hmm. Oh.
Linda
Oh,
also
that
had
was
another one.
funny.
Holy
How
crap!
about
I've made out with Flash.
where? Oh yeah, okay. Before I left Earth 2, I worked on a serum to dampen Zoom's speed. All we would need is for Ramon to develop a weapon to deliver it. Oh great! That could be this year's cold gun. Maybe another criminal can get it, and then we'd have Sergeant Slow. I would never let that happen. Sergeant Slow is a terrible name. And then I like
Yes.
the one between
Exactly.
I like the one between Barry and Joe. Aren't you the one who told me that life isn't about playing defense, or isn't about playing defense? Sometimes the only way to succeed is by working the offense. I think at the time we were talking about your high school football tryouts. You said you'd never bring that up again. Yeah.
Kids, man, right? They always trying to bring up some stuff you said to justify
Oh, and
some
don't forget
shenanigans
Zoom's
they're trying
line.
to pull.
You like to fish with bait. I do too.
Barry used to not like to fish with bait. He used to,
Yes,
he used to
that's
be a
right.
catch and release
That's
kind
right.
of guy. Oh, now he's frying it up right there on the boat. Anyway, So yeah, I did have a favorite little moment though. It was when we get to meet Jesse Quick and Dr. Wells from Earth 2, aka Dirty Harry, actually kind of looks happy.
That was cool.
So that was nice. So let's get to this.
How painful
grade.
was it for you, Lilith?
It is a C.
We're within half a
cat
grade
mice.
again. I gave it a C.
Painfully average. They can do better. They've done better. They've done better this season. It's just a slow start, and I know they're trying to finagle things until the crossover,
Yes, you
but
do.
you still have to keep your audience.
Exactly.
Because you're spinning off a show.
It's kind of like
So
they were
all.
almost like biding their time, you know? Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't like spinning my wheels.
No, Barry winding up without the use of his legs, interesting. But we've done it before.
Is it? Exactly. Didn't we literally do this last season?
Yes.
He lost his powers.
Yes.
Like, see, this is all retreading stuff. That's what I'm saying. And also, it's like, really? He's Bane now?
Yep.
Now the Flash is Batman too? It's not enough.
Well,
we got the Queen trying to be like the Waynes?
Oh, yes, I did.
Speaking of
I
which,
totally did.
Did you catch that flashback? Well, not the... Yeah. How bad do the Queens want to be the Waynes?
Exactly.
How bad? Tell me. Just, anyway. Now they carried that shenanigans to Flash. That ticked me off. And I swear, if that was just an Easter egg, I'm going to break something.
Stay tuned next week for Lilith throwing. she's got her American Touristers that she's throwing around like Relic Rod.
Yes, exactly. No, it's interesting because y'all know, if you are a long-time listener of me talking about Arrow, then you know I love me some Papa Queen, aka Jamie Sheridan. So I mean, this better go somewhere.
That would be so awesome, actually.
Don't you tease me. Since Jay just disappeared, and when he's there, he's impotent. Let's get a real hero who knows what he's doing. What if he's best friend? Oh, we forgot to talk about the conspiracy theory. So let's go to the conspiracy corner. And so everybody wants to know, who the hell is Zoom? I want to say that it is Barry from Earth 2. That was popular like 2 weeks ago. But what the prevailing theory is...
Because the eyes have it.
Because I'm just in the corner crying now.
And the travel itinerary possibly... It seriously looks like it may be John Wesley Shipp, which...
But no! Okay, so I don't know if you guys are like hardcore JWS fans like I am, but he was kind of a bastard father in Teen Wolf. So, like...
Oh, he's a good bad guy.
He can be a bad guy.
I know most of you
guys are only familiar with him being good, but... He is! This is what I'm telling you. So that's the only reason why I'm not crying so hard. But it's going to be so much emotional turmoil for me when we pull the little hood back. And I'm just going to like... That's
he's
what
gonna
I
be like
my baby Barry.
Okay, I'm imagining Cisco's face. That's gonna be pretty priceless too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I kind of secretly wanted to be Eobor Thawne in a Henry Allen Earth 2 meat suit. Is that bad?
That would be awesome.
It's the only way I can justify it. It's like those little Russian
meat suit after meat suit.
Just more personal and more personal.
People, you know what? People who start
Next
listening
season,
to the episode, but in the first one, they're going to be really disturbed by this whole meat suit talk.
I know, right? And that's the only thing I can think of. I mean, I got it from Supernatural and Dogma. Like, it just kind of fits.
It does. It does.
So yeah, I am upset, and I know like the Flash is going to give me a twist to it. That's all that I'm saying. Like, even if it is Papa Allen, I hope that there's an even bigger twist, like I said.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
Agreed.
it's just way too heartbreaking.
So hopefully that would drive Barry to merge Star Labs with Mercury Labs to keep his dad from that fate, right? I would hope.
Something. I don't even know, but I'm excited.
No, I got a
that's the only
question.
thing that got me like stood up on my head.
What if Henry knew and that's why he left?
What? Dude, there's another theory that says that Barry's like dad on Earth 1 was like they were trying to work in the 1990s Flash. Like he's him from the future and he was like his own father. And I was like, that is very Futurama of you. But maybe not his own father, but from the future. Do you know what I mean? And he wanted to set Barry on this course, and then Eobor Thawne comes along and screws it all up. And so that's why he was okay with staying in prison and all those things. Like, it's very suspicious.
So he's his own grandpa?
He was for a man who was innocent. Yeah. I mean, it could work. I mean, it's all about biological genetic material.
Yeah.
Honestly, when it comes down to it. So, I mean, yeah, you slept with your grandma, but so what? You're still alive.
Okay. That's my whole image.
All my Futurama fans are just shaking their head like, yes!
This totally sounds like the Red Green Show. Yes. Wait a minute. Like so you're telling me that my mother... I named myself after myself.
Oh, God. Anyway, before my head explodes, let's get out of here. Let's do some shameless plugs. I want to start by saying I want to encourage you guys to go to www.southgatemediagroup.com to check out our 80 plus podcasts. We cover everything from anime to wrestling and anything in between, even Pinterest. So I'm sure there is a podcast out there for you. We even have several Arrow and Flash podcasts. So, yeah, just go ahead and do that. Or you can go to iTunes and type in Southgate Media Group and check out our lovely provider
and pretty
page
soon,
all the hot and trendy
you'll be able to
shows
find us on Google Play.
Yes! Yay! As soon as they launch it. So, all my Android people, I mean, keep using your Stitcher and your iHeart radios, but don't forget, podcasts are officially coming natively to Android.
Don't forget to download, rate, and review. That's right.
Because streaming doesn't count. And when you rate and review, we will read it right here on the podcast.
That's
and
right.
It helps other people in the Flash family find us.
You want to share with your family. That's right.
Sharing is caring. So enough of the Big Brother propaganda. Kidding. Let's do some shameless plugs.
Why, thank you, Mia. You can find me on Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, and about everywhere else that matters at Super Squint. That's SuperSquint. And you can also hear me on Before the Bat with Phil and Tyler. And of course on Queen Consolidated with the lovely Miss Lilith.
And if you happen to listen to both podcasts, I just want to let you guys know that if you listen to this one first, I am actually more positive about Arrow than I am the Flash. So enjoy it while it lasts. Wash in that happiness. As for me, you can find me on Twitter at Lilith Hellfire. I'm on Tumblr. It's lilithhellfire.tumblr.com. And of course, you can check out my website, lilithhellfire.com. I also do several other podcasts. Of course, I do Queen Consolidated with Kelly. And I do a World's Finest podcast with Phil from Before the Bat. And I also do Channel 52, which is just a general DC.
Oh, don't forget Lilith was just featured on.
Oh, yeah, I was just featured on ET Canada for Heroes Reborn with Graham O'Neill. So
that's very cool. And also your podcast.
Oh, Crime Attack Files. If you guys are into Heroes or Heroes Reborn, you should totally be listening to that. We got all kinds of crazy interviews that we've done in the can Anyway, it will be next Tuesday before you know it.
We'll be back. I'm glad.